Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Bitcoin. Here on the Bitcoin chart, we are currently tracking a third wave in the making still. I would say a third wave in the making. Today we've possibly seen the top of the internal third wave in that larger degree third wave and the low of the fourth wave. So all in one day. Bitcoin hurried up there. It's not entirely clear to me if we've really bottomed in the wave 4, in the internal wave 4, right? Again, this is only an update about intraday price action. If you're interested in the daily chart, check out the first video from today. Obviously, not much happened today overall, even though some altcoins really performed well, but it's more about understanding where are we here on the roadmap from an intraday point of view, short-term point of view, because the daily chart hasn't changed. But we'll cover the daily chart tomorrow again, so make sure you subscribe. But the idea is that from this swing low that I have labeled a B wave on the 20th of April, this triangle pattern, a C wave to the upside would be a 5-wave move. Yeah, that's the idea. C wave in 5. And we are currently potentially working on that 5th wave already. So either way, the potential is there that in this white scenario, the intraday low was the low of the 4th wave. Ideally, that low sticks. It doesn't have to. I mean, the price could go a little lower, test the support area. Price did not test the 38.2 retracement. I always normally prefer that. It's of course not needed. I mean, it's not a target. It's an ideal target. Yeah, it's an ideal target. But obviously, it's more about understanding what is support for upside trend continuation and which level needs to be broken to the downside to be more confident a top has been struck. And those levels are holding, right? So I did say that an early top signal would be a break below $90,351. Now, we have not broken below that level, and therefore there is absolutely no top signal yet. Therefore, while the price could test that area again, as long as we're holding above 90,351, this could simply be an extension of the 4th wave. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see that, but that doesn't mean it has to happen, right? It's more like, okay, if we get a more healthy wave 4, it's normally clearer, but I have no problem with it going up more directly. I mean, it's all about, this. I'm only watching for one more, let's say, marginally higher high to complete wave 5 of circle wave C of 3 in the white scenario. Of course, the risk is that with the next high, a more substantial top forms. That would be either the 3rd wave or the B wave in red. Then the focus will shift towards the larger degree 4th wave. And the current support for that one is between $81,660 and $86,330. So this is a standard Fibonacci support box for the larger degree 4th wave. Currently, we're still working on the 3rd wave to the upside, yeah. And as long as we are holding above that 90,351, there could be one more high. There's potential for one more high. But we should be quite close to completing that larger degree 3rd wave. And the thing is, if, we haven't... First of all, the pullback was in 3 waves. So the expectation was anyway that support will hold. But we haven't broken above the last high yet. Therefore, this is currently, just a bit unclear which one it is. For example, if we push higher more directly in the 5th wave, it might be something like that. 1, okay, and then A, B, C in wave 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is possible as a direct extension higher. So this is one way of looking at this. And then the question is always, where could the next rally get to? What's the next upside target? And I already shared in our membership area today the next upside levels to watch. Ideally, the next top form somewhere around 95,444 to 96,448. This is a standard extension zone for the next high. Because the 3rd wave here reached the 161.8 extension. It's usually then quite common that the next one is going to be reached as well in the next wave up, in the 5th wave, the 96,448 level. Now that's one count here that we say, okay, this is a small 1-2 setup in the fifth wave. That is valid as long as the market holds above the intraday low. We'll be talking about microstructures now, yeah? Any break below the intraday low will shift the focus back towards the support area, and specifically the 91,300 to 90,351 area for an extended fourth wave. That's how I'm tracking this at the moment. The levels are more important than the nanostructure when it comes to fourth waves and the beginning of fifth waves. There are many potentials usually. I mean, you could even see this maybe as a fourth wave in the making, as a triangle even. So, but normally it doesn't make much sense to think about the nanostructure there unless we really have a very clear pattern. So yeah, that's how I see it at the moment. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.